A little while ago, I spoke with my opponent. Secretary Grimes ran a spirited campaign. She earned a lot of votes, and she earned my respect. It took a lot of guts to take on a race like this. Because of the business we're in, it also meant she'd take some heat. I admire her willingness to step into the arena and fight as hard as she did. We need more people who are willing to do that, not fewer. She deserves a lot of credit for it. This was certainly a hard-fought contest. My thoughts also turn back tonight to two other people who aren't here, but to whom I owe a great deal: my parents. I learned a lot from them both. From my dad, a combat veteran of World War II, I learned an abiding love of this country and all that it represents, not only to those of us who were fortunate enough to be born here, but to so many others around the world. From my mom, I learned the value of perseverance and got an enduring lesson as she helped me overcome a frightening bout with polio as a child. In many ways, my folks were just like any other parents of their generation. They were optimists. They believed in America. Without a trace of cynicism, they transmitted the central promise of this country on to me, the promise that every generation will leave the next one a little better off than the one before. This is the compact that every generation of Americans has made with the one that followed it. And through Civil War and depressions and world wars and strife, we've always made good on it. But as I've traveled through Kentucky over the past year, I've sensed new doubts. Suddenly, folks aren't so sure that that compact will survive if we continue down the road that we've been on. They're hungry for new leadership. They want a reason to be hopeful. Above all, they want some reassurance that people who run the government are actually on their side. But look, we do have an obligation to work together on issues where we can agree. I think we have a duty to do that. Just because we have a two-party system doesn't mean we have to be in perpetual conflict. I think I've shown that to be true at critical times in the past. I hope the President gives me the chance to show it again. There's so much that we can and should do for the good of all Americans.